How are you guys? Hi, Ron.
Yo, how's it going?
Good.
Look at you.
What does that mean?
That means look at you.
All right.
What's in the background? What's behind you?
Bunch of wrestling action figures.
I got the
Nice.
sweetest. I got the sickest one. I forgot what it was called. The show that I had, and Rowdy Piper came,
Mm-hmm.
and he signed
I remember that.
the figures for me, man. Best day ever, man. All his stories were amazing. I had no idea the journey that he had to go through to become a wrestler. Like, he went through the trenches, man. He went and fought the luchadors and
Oh yeah, traveling around the world.
trying to get paid at the end of his fights. They would skip on paying him, and it was amazing because I had no idea the side story, the behind the scenes of that
He's
world.
such a nice guy too. I met him a couple on a weekend when he was doing stand up. Back when he first started, and one of my friends was featuring for him, and I met him.
I forgot that he tried. He was doing. Was he telling stories or was he doing jokes?
Mixture.
Yeah. So I just found out. I didn't know if it was like a one man type story. That type of situation, or was he trying to do like jokey jokes?
No, he was definitely doing off of his personality and telling stories, but it wasn't all wrestling stories. It was like
that's cool.
Some jokes, some punchlines as well.
So I was watching a lot of Netflix, right? So the one thing that I stumbled on was the Ronda Rousey. Is it Rowdy Ronda or Ronda Rousey? Rowdy Rousey. Rowdy Rousey.
We figured that out. We got through it, man.
Great story there. I had no idea that her mom was an Olympic judo champion. And then she was also an Olympic champion in judo. Mm-hmm. But most importantly, she was friends with Rowdy Piper. And that's where she got Rowdy. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No idea.
My
mind was blown. I was like, oh, no shit. So that's where she got the nickname Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Wow.
It rolls off the tongue, too.
Yeah, it's a tongue twister. Okay, Ron, how do I say your last name correctly so I don't mess it up? Is it Funches? It's Rowdy. It's Rowdy Ron.
French.
It's Rowdy Ron.
French.
It's Rowdy Ron. It's Rowdy Ron.
Oh, you really just put some syllables into there.
Is it Funches?
Just Funches. Yeah.
Funches. Dude, you're so funny, man. And I just got word that Dave's show is not coming back. God damn it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's horrible.
I'm not understanding this industry, man. I really don't understand it, man. Something good. I mean, the chemistry was there. Everyone was flowing. It was very funny. The following was great. I just don't understand this industry that we work in, all three of us. But I don't know, with social media, I feel like Hollywood just cannot catch up, because with social media, we're showing these other numbers, like just how people are accepting things and how people want to see this. And I don't know. Maybe I'm not understanding what it is that Hollywood just doesn't get yet. I know I'm talking too much. It frustrates me because I thought the show was blowing up. I thought the show was great.
Yeah,
but it's not making sense to me. It's not.
I think it's also, we have to realize that we also live in our comedy bubble, and because it's getting over with us doesn't mean it's getting over with the rest of the country. But I also feel the same way that you do. I think at the end of the day, we don't understand the dollars behind it. Probably is it?
Yeah.
Probably like, hey, we're doing just as fine if we're just showing reruns of The Office all day. So why are we going to pay money to do new content?
It seems like we're at a point where the consumer drives the market, right? Like, because of all the social media stuff and because of how we intake content now. You would think we were at a point
You think that way, but it's also, I mean, I think there is just a bigger divide than you even think between like watching something for free and then having to put any type of effort into watching it. You know, a lot of people with my podcast itself, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, I see the clips, you know, because I post up the clips, but they don't take the time to even download the podcast. I think a lot of times, especially with us, you know, we're like, oh man, these clips are getting over. It's a fun show to go work with. And I think they made a horrible mistake. I don't know any other Comedy Central show where they can book Adam Sandler and Jim Carrey to come in on a off day to hang out.
Yeah, exactly. And then just the chemistry, like when you and I are on stage, it's just like, you know, Chelsea lately had that beautiful chemistry with when you had mixed, like, you know, the comics with the host, and then it just flowed. And I felt like it was hard to duplicate that chemistry. And I felt like this show was there. Yeah. It was there, man. It was beautiful. And the audience sees that. And it's so funny because old Hollywood, like they would always go, yeah, they get it in Hollywood. I don't know if they get it in middle America. I feel like middle America is getting stuff that Hollywood's not getting anymore. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, I think
I feel like the people in Ohio are like, yo, that was funny. And then people in like Hollywood are like, I don't think they're getting it in middle America. I'm like, no, I don't think you guys are getting it, man.
What I think it's scary to me as a less established comedian that if like David Spade can't get a show over, well, I don't know what the fuck I could
do. Yo, I don't even have friends like that. I can't make a phone call and go, hey, yo, Jim, can you do my show for 30 minutes? Like, are you, like that was like the booking dream. Like the booking guy didn't have to worry about anything. Like casting the show, like, are you kidding me? Like, yeah, I'll get Adam Tuesday. Is that cool? Like, what show can you walk in and have that kind of, you know, strength? Like, I just didn't get it. And plus, David is so damn funny, Ron. And I didn't get it, man. I'm expressing because it's just, this industry is so damn frustrating, man.
It definitely seems like a case of holding on to like an old business model, right? Like remember the music industry, the late 90s and early 2000s when they just wouldn't let go of the old model. And yes. they didn't understand like what was on the horizon.
Yeah, the streaming and all that. Yeah. They didn't want to accept it. Yeah. Well, we're gonna sell CDs till we die.
Yeah,
motherfucker, it's dead.
They were getting $18 a pop. Why wouldn't you? Right?
Yeah, man, exactly. We can't sell it for 99 cents a song. That's ridiculous. That won't last. Fuck you. Now it's free.
Yeah, but I agree with you, Joe. That I just think it's horrible. I think your anger is well placed because I think shows like that and shows like Chelsea Lately and at midnight is like that's where you could watch comedians develop and where you can see personalities outside of their stand up and see vehicles that then can be like, oh, okay, I can now see them in a show. I can see what they would do in a show. Yeah. And you know, because I think at midnight for me did that for me in spades. And I think it's horrible when we don't have an avenue like that for comedians.
Exactly, man. Exactly. You know, it's one thing to do stand-up and it's one thing to do acting, but like to see where our raw talent comes from, our skills that we have when we just come off the cuff, those were the shows that showcase that, and it's gone. I don't get it. I don't understand how certain shows last 10 seasons and then this one's fighting just to get a second season. Don't get it. It's going to be the end of me, man. It's going to be the end of me, man. They're really, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start.
Well, don't say that because you're doing well, man. I don't.
No, I mean the end of me as far as like my frustration with Hollywood. It's just like, you know, they're pushing us to just stay in this what is this? This social media circle. And I swear, like I have a special that I shot 10 years ago. It was shelved. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give the name of the company, but dude, after Instagram and Netflix blew up, I'm getting more numbers that I've ever seen on that special that was shot 10 years ago. Like, people thinking that I shot it last year. Like, yo, where is this? Can I get it? I'm like, what the fuck? Who are the people running Hollywood that don't understand how to get this stuff? It's mind-blowing to me. It's literally, this is a 10-year-old special. I'm talking about my son being 3. He's 17 now. But people are like, yo, when was this shot? I'm like, oh God, it's frustrating, man. But I guess we get to enjoy stuff like this, you know, the podcast, the streaming. God bless us, man. You know what I mean? To be a comic this day and age, what a beautiful thing. Yes, the show's been canceled, but at least you and I can still live on through social media and keep our careers going like this. We don't have to, like, I can only imagine how it was in the 80s and in the early 90s where they're like, yo, my show was canceled. I guess I'm done. You know what I mean? I guess my poster is always going to say, Saved by the Bell for the rest of my life. It sucks,
well, that's what sucks right now, though, about dealing with the COVID and stuff, is that we always have that background of like, well, at the end of the day, I think that's what made us special as stand-up, is at the end of the day, if acting wasn't going well, something else wasn't going well, you can always go, oh, fuck it, I'm going on the road, you know? And now that feels less secure. Yeah, for sure. Now I'm just like, you know, those auditions I said I didn't like the premise. You know, bring that back.
Yeah, let me read the script again.
Yeah, maybe I didn't look at it in the right light.
maybe the audition wasn't too far. I can probably go now. Dude, you remember when you used to get that? You get a call and you're like, it's in Culver City. Man, I ain't going to Culver City.
Oh, man. No,
I'll go now.
Yeah, no. I was really getting out of those days. All my auditions was always like, oh, 5 o'clock? All right, they're just wanting to waste their time with me. Trying back 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I'll do it.
Oh yeah, on the last audition. Well, let's just say no to that. You couldn't give me prime time at 11?
Yes, that's exactly right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, when they're fresh. When they're fresh.
When you're ready, you got coffee. Now you want to. Not on the way out.
On the way out. Mental game, like they didn't even want to fucking see me. No. They thinking about the ride home, because I know I'm thinking about the drive home.
Ron, a 5 hour, a 5 o'clock audition. You know what that is? That means you don't come home till 7:30. I ain't going. I ain't going. Hell no, bro. I drove down Hollywood Boulevard with my son and the mommy and the grandma. Ghost town, man.
That's
Ghost
crazy.
town. It's crazy to even witness. I mean, I wish people that don't live in LA, they don't know what that is. You know, let me just explain to you. We are 24/7 packed. Mm-hmm. The streets are packed. The clubs are packed. The restaurants are packed. And to see it just completely shut down. I saw a Sephora with wood on the windows.
Wow.
No, not Sephora.
Yeah, and when Sephora's down, the world is down.
That's not essential?
That's essential in Hollywood. Let me tell you how gangster Sephora is in Hollywood. They bought out Dupar's, a fucking a historic landmark that's been here before actors, and they bought that shit out and put makeup in it. That's how fucking shallow we are in Hollywood.
You know what's crazy? Yesterday, I saw a photo yesterday of the landscape of LA. Like,
yeah,
I think it was like from the hills.
Yeah,
and you could actually see everything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
beautiful. No smog, no nothing. It's crazy, man. I guess that's the one thing we can take home from COVID. We don't have smog. I can breathe air.
It is a positive.
It is a positive, man.
Cleaner air.
Yeah, man, cleaner air. I was joking around with Andre about that earlier. Mother Earth is like having the time of her life. Mother Earth is having a spa day during COVID. She's like, oh my God, I'm loving Earth today. My son, boy or girl, Ron?
Boy.
Boy, how old?
He's 16. He'll be 17 in about 14 days.
Dude,
Oh, wow.
7 days with Joe, right? Joe, my son's going to turn so your son and my son are going to, wait, AJ.
And then my daughter is the same day as Joe, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dude.
17 as well?
17.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, his daughter is going to
will
be 21.
21.
Finally.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a shitty dad, by the way, Ron. He tried to get his daughter in a goddamn nightclub at 20 for my birthday party. And then he sighed at me like this. He went like this. You trying to get us all in trouble? Man,
Yeah.
I promised her. I'm like, man, this is Vegas.
But is this gonna be the worst 21st birthday ever though?
Ever.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
going to be the
God.
worst
What it is?
17th birthday.
Right.
The safest 21st birthday.
The safe. Best for me, worst for her.
Yeah.
You're like, I know exactly where you are.
That's so funny. That is your nightmare, though, huh, Andre?
Oh,
Your nightmare is totally
100%.
her turning 21. And now look, thank you, COVID.
It's been my
Thanks, COVID, for making a dad's dream come true. This bitch is in the living room, which is where I wanted her on her 21st birthday.
Wearing PJs, watching a movie.
Oh,
right? And here's the best. You can't even have company.
nope.
Nope.
Nope. This is the one day dad gets to go, fuck your friends. Ron, your son turns 17, so does mine. Mine turns 17 on the 21st. When's yours?
On the 23rd.
Oh my
Oh, wow.
God, that's crazy. Same kid. This is going to be a memory that we're going to remember for the rest of our lives, man. It's so crazy. What do you plan on doing? Because I have no idea what I'm going to do for this kid.
Yeah, right now.
I feel
don't know.
so bad. So, oh well.
But I'm kind of lucky with my son because he's like a real rule follower. So what he's excited about turning 17 is that he can play M-rated games and watch R-rated movies. And so that's what the plan is. I'm gonna get him an M-rated game and an R-rated movie.
Yeah.
He's
And
been waiting on this day, huh?
Yeah. Just run amok, son. N17 is yours.
Well, I don't want him to know about that one yet.
That's great, man. Are you cool, Dad, Ron?
I mean, I'm pretty chill. He's just also have a really good son. He's a big nerd. He loves. He's like a rule follower to a T.
Yeah.
Like kind of like the. I think I was so chill and so cool that I created a son that craves discipline and craves rules, and he loves church.
Yeah.
He loves like this online school stuff. The teachers are calling me, being like, "Oh, he's the first one turning in his schoolwork." He's like, I'm just like, "Oh, I would have beat my kid up."
I gotta tell this kid to relax, man.
Yo, hey, yo, Ron, the school called us twice, and they were like, "Hey, man, can you wake up and then wake up your son?" I'm like, man, I ain't up till 12, bro. I'm a comic.
Yeah, he's got this is his responsibility.
Man, this homeschooling is bullshit, man. I can't wake up. I sure as hell ain't gonna help him with homework. So fuck it, man. He's gonna have to start his junior year over.
Bro, I saw a homeschool video, it was like a Zoom, like similar to this, like a Zoom homeschool class.
Yeah.
And these kids were just
The worst.
fucking around, bro.
They don't give a shit. I saw one kid roll a blunt. I saw a kid and the teacher just still teaching, and this motherfucker just, and all the other kids laughing.
Yeah, I saw a kid making a TikTok video during a history course.
Yo, man, we are
I like
raising
that blunt
stupid.
kid though, because at least he's still sitting there at the lesson. You know, he didn't
That's
take
true.
off.
That's true.
That's
You're right.
true.
He's
Good
listening.
Yeah.
Good
He's
point.
listening.
Yeah.
He brought his anxiety down.
He wanted to focus.
He wanted to focus. Can't get mad at that kid. Hey, at least that kid was rolling a blunt and paying attention. This is my son during lessons. Out, asleep. He's laying on the bed, Dre, with the fucking laptop sideways. I even told the principal, I was like, dude, what do we do during these times? This is new for the world. I go, I don't even know how do I discipline him? He's a kid. Like, what do we do? This isn't even real right now. Like, you want him to go to school, motherfucker, log in? You want him to log in? Get the fuck out of here, man. What?
Yeah, he's like, you want him to watch porn or go to class?
Which one?
You really want him to take porn to the left, school to the right. You want him to take the right.
Which tab do you think he's going to open?
I had to be blatantly honest, Ron. I was like, look, Teach, you know, while you're teaching math, my son has his hand on his dick, right? You know that. Dude, this is crazy, man. I love that you're that dad, though, Ron. I take the same approach, man. Relax, cool. But the fact that you have this kid that likes rules, God bless you, man. I don't know how you did that.
No, I'm lucky.
You got lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Real nerd.
Is the mommy and you together or no?
No. We've I've had sole custody of him for a while.
What?
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's dope, dude. Me and the mommy are best friends, man. So
that's even better, man.
Yeah, it's been a blessing. I got a guest house on my property. So she's right over here at the guest house, and literally, she's been staying with us this whole time. And when she leaves, they act like, Andre, you should see them every time they leave. They act like they're going 5 miles. It's right there. It's 14 feet. These motherfuckers put on raincoats, an umbrella. I'm like, you're going to be there in 6 seconds.
It's 17 steps. Did we lose her?
Yeah, he cut out somewhere.
Oh, shoot.
He'll have to join back in a second.
Yeah.
Bro.
That's funny.
21. How old are you, Andre?
I'm 49, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll be 50 in October. It doesn't feel like it, and it feels like it at the exact same time. It's a weird dynamic.
The experiences feel like.
Yeah. This has been it's been a strange time, man. So that's your only child, the son,
Mm-hmm.
and he's dealing with it pretty well, huh?
Yeah,
he's dealing with being at home. He's kind of a homebody anyway.
He's a bit of a homebody. He does kind of miss, socializing with the kids at school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And going out, he loved going out to movies and stuff like that. So he's
Right.
kind of missing that. But overall, he's all into his Xbox and
he's
laptop.
cool being at home. That was me, man. I had that Atari 2600. I was on that with the bullshit graphics, but I was on that shit for hours in the house.
You still game at all? Or you?
No, I don't, man. Not at all. I haven't for a long time. I heard you and Brian talking, so you're pretty big into that.
Oh yeah.
Ron, I'm sorry. Fucking idiot! I don't know why I didn't plug my computer in.
Oh, gee.
Oh, you lost power.
Hilarious.
Hey, keep talking to Ron. Don't let him go.
We were trying to keep it going. I felt like I was on a tapped phone. Like I was trying to keep him talking.
I'm an idiot, man. This is the epitome of stupidity. All right, I'll call you guys in like 1 minute. It's charging.
Okay. Oh my God, the life, man.
Yeah, he's not. So he's just not good in the situation. He can't even plug in.
No. That was a lack of preparation.
Mm-hmm. I'm plugged in right now, charged up.
I made sure I had some juice.
Yeah, Joe is a more freewheeling type.
Yeah, for sure.
He's like, I'm gonna get through this on 10%.
Do you ever have those Zoom meetings or whatever where screen sharing and somebody shares their screen and you see that they have like 9% left of their charge and it's like, what the fuck is are you an anarchist? You live.
Exactly.
Streaming, you know you're losing battery life.
Right?
Plugged in all the time.
So Ron, you did the benefit this weekend?
Yeah.
How was that? How was that experience? Like, because obviously you did it from your home, right?
Yeah, it was chill. I mean, I just kind of did on my podcast. I do these positive affirmations and stuff. So I kind of just focused it on that because I had done one stand-up show beforehand, and I watched people doing stand-up on Zoom, and I was just like, I don't like this. I'm not.
Yeah.
We knew when we were starting to put that thing together that there was no way we were going to be doing stand-up on it because it just doesn't work in the format. Oh, and Joe's back. Hello.
You remember that time remember that part where I said homeschooling?
Yeah.
And the parents are stupid?
Yeah.
Perfect example. How did I
plug in? You can't get through a full interview on 5%, Joe.
And that's exactly what I had. I'm going to take a screenshot and show you. That's exactly what I had, you asshole. That's exactly what I had, 5%. I even told myself, I go plug in before you start the interview. And then when it came on, I saw Ron. I was like, hey, Ron, what are those action figures behind you? I got action figures too. I love you so much, Ron. How long have you been doing stand-up now?
It'll be 14 years in October.
14?
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
You started in 2006.
Yeah.
And where at? What city?
Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon?
Yep.
Oh, shit. You know I'm from Tacoma.
Yeah.
We're
both from Tacoma. Yeah.
We're both from Tacoma, man. I don't know why people, when they go, oh, I'm from Portland, and people from Tacoma go, I'm from Tacoma.
I know.
Several hours away.
Asshole. I do it every time.
I do too.
Every time someone goes, I'm a Trailblazer fan. Bro! I'm from Tacoma, Washington. Thank you. Yeah, I just thought I'd tell you that.
Yeah, I live a border and 2.5 hours away.
Yeah.
Oh, man, but we always go back and forth up that highway. You know,
yeah, for sure.
Watching some pro wrestling at the Tacoma Dome.
Wow, that's so crazy. He said Tacoma Dome, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, so anyways, Michael Jackson sold out the Tacoma Dome 3 times, right? He was on a world tour. It was the bad tour, right? And my Uncle Charlie bought me tickets. And I had 17 rows on the side. And, you know, this is the bad tour. So you saw it. Entertainment Tonight, every time we did a country, they would televise it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Everywhere they would just show where Michael was coming. And then all of a sudden, the end of the tour was going to be the Forum, but the last stop was the Tacoma Dome. I don't know if you remember this, Dre, but it was 1988.
Okay.
This motherfucker lands. Of course, all the cameras are there watching the plane land, right? Michael Jackson's here. Breaking news. Michael's here. Everyone that got their tickets 10 months ago, he's finally here. Oh, I can't wait. He canceled. And guess what I did? Oh, by the way, it was the only show he ever canceled. This guy did 5,000 shows, and he canceled in Tacoma, 3 of them. I ran to my room crying. Grown man. I waited 10 months. Never came back, man. It was the only show he canceled was the Tacoma Dome.
Crazy.
Well, I mean, I've done a few shows at the Tacoma Underground, and I can see his side.
Bro, you ain't lying, man. And here's the you are not lying. But Tacoma's different now. Tacoma's beautiful now. But you're an asshole, Ron. He said Tacoma Underground. You know how bad it is? That's old school Tacoma. The Tacoma Comedy Club is beautiful, by the way. Have you played it, Ron?
Yeah, that's a much better club. But yeah.
Tacoma Underground. But yeah, man, that's our hometown, and I love it, man. And it's so crazy that you're from Portland because Ron, went through a heavy stage of depression when I lived there because of the rain and the weather. And how were you during that time? Like, did the weather have an effect on you? Was comedy your outlet? Because comedy was my outlet.
Oh yeah, no, you know, in Oregon it would just be gray for months at a time, and seasonal depression was a real big issue, especially when I started stand up and open mic, and we all kind of would check in on each other in like November, December, when it was just gray for weeks at a time. But yes, I think stand up has always been a big help for that, and writing, meditation, things like that, and then now later on, you know, when I started going to therapy, that's been a big help for that.
Yeah, for sure, man. I always say that my stand-up is therapy. I say it on stage every time. I go, if I can tell you guys about my personal shit and laugh about it, and you guys laugh and accept it, then I know that I'm okay. But that means you guys need to talk to somebody too. I go, like, you guys are my doctors. The cool thing is you're paying me to hear my stories. But you guys need to get a doctor. It's you need to sit down and talk, because it's good, man. It feels good to let that shit out. And you know, I embellish a little bit, but those are real stories. Like, those are the ones. Those are the things that fucking depressed me at one point in my life, and to laugh about it now and to see other people laugh and relate, that feels good. So I was never a fan of therapy, Ron, until I really understood what therapy was, and now I get it, and I enjoy it, and that's awesome. You said it, and Dre always preaches it. I don't know if you know this, Ron, but this motherfucker, I love this guy. You know, whenever I'm like out, I literally call Dre, because for some reason he sees light where I think death is. And that's a cool thing, man. Like, people need to talk. Like, just, you know.
Perspective, man. Perspective.
Yeah. So that's cool that you do that, Ron.
Yeah.
Bless you for that, man.
No, you got to. You know, I think especially I think Andre can back me up on this, but in the Black community, it's always sometimes been looked down upon as far as like being weak and you want to be strong and holding yourself. But I always felt like, you know, there's nothing stronger than being open and knowing that you got problems. And I mean, to me, nothing's worse than someone who doesn't want to talk to nobody, claim they don't have feelings, and then they go around punching walls and windows and don't know why, crying in the middle of the
night. And that's true, man. That stigma has a lot of people, you know, walking around with a lot of heavy shit on their back, you know what I mean? And that's why you get a lot of like people just like going off the deep end on each other, because they're just carrying around a lot of baggage, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So it's good. It's good to get it out.
Get it out and talk. And when you talk to someone, make sure your computer is plugged in. Don't start the conversation at 5%.
Can you imagine, like right now in the pandemic, you have a therapy appointment, a Zoom therapy appointment with
oh my God,
3% on your computer,
3%.
like an emergency?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, listen up. I got lots of shit to say. I only got 3 minutes to say it. It's kind of cool
that
to
way
see.
They can't tell you you're wrong, you know? You just...
Yeah, exactly. Right before he says his diagnosis, the fucking thing shuts off.
Just goes black.
I guess I'm healthy. It's kind of cool to live. Were your parents together, Ron, when you were growing up?
No, not not since I was like 4 years old.
Yeah, and same with you, right, Dre?
Yeah.
And same with me. And it's kind of cool that we, I feel like that time when parents would divorce, there was this whole thing about get a lawyer and fuck that bitch, and it was also praised in the community, like they would make jokes about it in TV shows and movies, like, yeah, fuck that bitch, or oh, he's never gonna see the baby. You know what I mean? Like that was the mentality, and that's how it was portrayed when divorce would happen. And I feel like us three, it's the opposite. I feel like that effect is kind of like the old school mentality, and I feel like I love where we're moving, and I always try and say that on stage. It's like, dude, like the only person that suffers is the kid.
Yeah.
And you know, and you have a healthy, strong environment, like positive dad, like, you know, you got Ron with, you know, raising the kid, you with the 2 kids, you know, me and the mommy still together, not together, but you know, we're raising the kid as if we are.
Right.
I love that movement, man, and I feel like how my parents were when they divorced is just a thing of the past, and it's just cool to see us 3 right now talking about being good parents at a time like this. It's just beautiful. I had no point when I said that.
No,
it's just cool to hear.
It's a lot healthier environment to grow up in if you're a kid, right?
Man.
I mean, to be able to come to dads and have dad take you to moms, and you and mom and dad hang out together, and you know what I mean, like,
man.
Because you still get that semblance of a family. Right?
Yeah, man. And I just love the fact that the dad figure is no longer portrayed as like, yo, fuck that bitch.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Let me see my baby on Saturday. Like, man, that shit is so done and old. And if there's people with that mentality still, fucking grow up. It's done. That shit is stupid. That's a stereotype that I feel our parents used to live and use it as their model. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, if we're divorced, then I need to see my kid at least on Saturday, and then I'll give you the money when you go buy shoes. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, I feel like I saw that growing up, you know, and I hated it. And I remember how I felt, and I don't want my son to feel that way. So it's so cool to see all 3 of us not learning from those mistakes. Sorry, that wasn't even
No, I love that. I love talking about that type of stuff. And I think what it is it's like we're a reaction to that. You know, we know how I don't want to speak for anyone. I'll speak for myself, but I know how it hurt me. I know how it still affects me. I still don't know how to tie a tie. But at this point, if I book something where I wear a suit, I'll make the wardrobe lady tie the tie. So,
thanks, Dad.
But
dude, I love you, Ron. You're so funny. Look, I still don't know how to tie. And I got action figures behind me, and I'm almost 40. Fuck you, Dad. I got a basketball hoop on my door. Thanks, Dad. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at these goddamn things I have. You think I'll ever grow up, Ron? And I'm glad. And you know what? Indirectly, Ron, Andre, like, we don't know this because we're just living ourselves. We're living our best. But indirectly, we're putting it out there. You know what I mean? There's people that look at us and go, oh, shit, yo, Ron's doing it. Andre did it. I can do it. You know what I mean? So that's the cool thing. Because our role models were like, oh, yeah, fuck her, right, Dad? Yeah, fuck her. Oh, okay, fuck her. If she wants money, get a lawyer. Done. You got a business card? Yeah, son, here. This lawyer, make sure you don't have to pay shit. Oh, thanks, Dad.
Joe, there's one thing you said, though,
go ahead,
that struck me that I think is not true is that because you said that only the kids suffer, but I think one thing that we kind of learned is that, and I feel like the parents suffer just as much. I mean, probably not just as much, but the parents suffer, especially that dad suffers, you know? To be cut off from your seed, to be cut off from your child and not be able to have a hand in protecting them and raising them is something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, you know?
Yeah, that's 100% true. And what's crazy, Ron, is they don't know that they missed that. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Is that what you're saying, though?
Yeah, like, no, that's exactly
yeah.
But then I remember, I mean, I think like you see it in growth and maturity and men in general. And there was a line I heard in a Jay-Z song recently where he just talked about how he couldn't imagine another nigga teaching his son how to play basketball. And I was like, yeah,
that hurts. That hurts.
Yeah,
That just hurt me right now.
I know.
That just hurt me right now. That just put a tear in my eye right now, because there was a point where I was on the road so much, Ron, that my son's, it's like a family uncle, and he was the one to take him to the court first, and I was so wrapped up in that I had to. There was the only way I could pay the bills, man. Mm-hmm. So I was doing Wednesday through Sundays, bro. You know what I mean? Come home Sunday, sleep Monday, sleep Tuesday. I'm back on a plane. Yeah. So I mean, I sacrificed a lot, but I know that line right there just fucking hit me really, really hard. Jesus Christ! But thank God, because thank God I was able to get in as soon as I did. Man, you just hit me really hard with that. Damn.
Is it safe to say that our generation of children we were kind of used as like bargaining chips a little bit in between the parents?
Yeah.
Is that safe to say? Like we became like this pawn and I mean as a generation. I'm not speaking for anybody individually.
Yeah.
Just as a generation, I think that was kind of the idea. Like, the kid goes with one parent, and now we fight over who gets what.
Yeah, it's so stupid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this generation we've kind of just been like, fuck it, I'm not gonna play the game.
Nah. That's a perfect example. Us three right now. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to see more in Hollywood, is the portrayal of dads less as this, because for many a year that's what we grew up as, that bumbling dad, that dad that wasn't around, that dad that was always just talking shit and not a great person, and mom was always right. Mom was always and that's fine, but I would love to just see some more characters where the dad's a good guy, know?
Yep. Yeah, 100%. Based on our lives.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, shit.
He's a little fucked up, but he's all right.
Oh, man. Dude, Ron, you're the shit, dude. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you, man. You're a funny person. You're a nice person. I mean, I know we're locked up until the end of April, but when we go back outside, do you continue touring? What's going on?
Yeah, continue touring. Hopefully, I'm working on a game show for Quibi called Nice One that'll be out at sometime in May. So people want to check that out.
And Quibi is, if you guys don't know, a ton of money has been invested into Quibi. It's the new, I don't even know how to say it. It's fast. It's in your pocket. It's good content. Obviously, they got Ron, and everything's gonna be like that 8-minute window, right?
Yeah, 8 to 10 minute window. It's just quick bites. What it's about, and what I just like quicker. What I found out, because at first I was, a lot of people were like, "What is this?" 10-minute shows or whatever. But I was like, "Oh wait, the check is the same."
Yeah. Oh shit.
We taping 3 episodes in the day? Come on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's good. It's cool, man. It's smart. It's a smart concept, man, because if you think about it, 10 minutes is usually the attention span right now. It really is. So it makes you write faster. It makes you a better writer. You need to get to that content quicker. You need to get those jokes out faster. And that's it. You got 10 minutes to grab these people. And the thing is, before they even lose interest, the show's fucking over anyway. So how's that?
You cut out all the filler. We're taping about half an hour. What I like about it is that it is kind of like that. What I loved, again, was At Midnight. So I kind of want to do like a spiritual successor of that. So it's 3 comedians talking jokes about things, and then they turned it into a one-on-one niceness battle, and that's it. And it was the same thing. I wanted to showcase like my friends and people who I love comedically, and see if we can, help them develop and get more eyes on them. So I hope you check it out.
That's what we need, man. You're amazing, Ron. Ron, can you do one of my shows? Just come up.
Yeah, sure.
Do one of my shows, man.
Yeah, I like to see what the other side lives like.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Well, I'm going into shows. I'm going into these buildings, and you got plaques. You got plaques out front. Jo Koy, 14 shows in a row, sold out. And I'm out there looking at a half-filled room.
Come do one with me, Ron, please.
Absolutely.
I would love it.
If you invite me, I will come do a show. Absolutely.
Dude, I love you, Ron.
I love you too, Joe.
I mean that, dude. You're amazing. You're amazing talent, and Hollywood has been blessed to have you. So support Ron. Go see him live. But most importantly, that show on Quibi comes out when?
Comes out supposedly May 25th. Who knows? You never know.
Yeah.
But sometime in May, just look out for it on Quibi. I'll be posting about it. And also, you can check out my podcast, Getting Better with Ron Funches. I'd love to have you on it as well.
Yes.
We just talk about what some of my favorite people about getting better at their life and their craft. And I give people a lot of praise. Had like Conan O'Brien, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So we get a mixed group.
Oh shit! Okay, I was gonna say bye to you, but you threw on Stone Cold Steve Austin. All right, hurry up, real quick. Best WrestleMania, go. Go. Tell me which one. Tell me which one.
Rock versus Austin. The Rock versus Austin.
So good. All right. One more. When Mankind fought. Oh God, what's his name? Oh damn it. Oh God, what's his name? With the mask. When Mankind with the mask, but when he fought The Undertaker.
Okay.
Number one or two. Two was rigged, was it not?
I might have some news for you, Joe.
Was number two rigged? Because number one, when the roof caved in, that shit was not planned. But number two was rigged.
When the roof popped open, yeah, it's planned to pop open for sure, but I don't think it was supposed to open so violently.
So one it was supposed to open?
Yeah, well, when it popped open, they had it tied to zip ties that were supposed to open, but it was supposed to at least give him some cushion, and it kind of just popped open and he fell through.
I did not know that.
Crazy.
Okay, there you go. So I thought
he
number
almost
one.
died. He definitely almost died.
Yeah, man. Do you know what we're talking about, Trey?
No.
So
no idea.
The Undertaker took him and threw him on the roof of the cage. It was a cage match. So I think that was like, what, 20 feet up in the air?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
The fucking roof opened up and he just fell all the way down.
Oh, shit.
Tooth popped out and he continued to fight.
Crazy.
Because he's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So I felt like the second one, they rigged it just to make it look like the first one was planned. That's what I always thought. I always thought that for years. So I wanted to ask a guy that was in love with wrestling as much as I was. But that was one of the most amazing matches. You have to watch it, Dre. It was fucking amazing, man.
Yeah, it's meme material now.
Yeah, man. Unbelievable. All right, I'm sorry about that. I brought that up.
Never to be sorry about talking wrestling.
I love you so much, Ron. Andre, I love you, dude.
Love
Stay
you, bro.
good, you guys. And,
Thanks, Ron.
I love you guys.
Trey.
Thank
Pleasure,
you, Ron.
Peace.
Bye, you guys. That was fun.